Earlier this week, we talked about Trump signing an executive order to end birthright citizenship. And someone said, hey, don't worry about it. The courts aren't going to allow it. A judge has already blocked it. Well, even though a federal judge has blocked it right now, they packed the Supreme Courts, remember? So if this gets over to the Supreme Court, well, we know which way they're going to go. We saw the same thing when it came to Roe v. Wade. And they will do the same thing to the 1965 and 1964 Civil Rights Act and Voters' Rights Act. Now, let me point out two things. This is not new. Rick Scott pointed this out in his 12-point plan, the American Rescue Plan, back in 2022. And he basically said that those same two Voters' Rights Acts need to be overturned. And he also referenced the Dred Scott case. We should also be paying attention to the fact that these arguments have already started taking place in courts. Recently, the Trump administration said that Native Americans shouldn't have birthright citizenship because they predate the 14th Amendment. Now, this is the same tactic they used to overturn Roe v. Wade. Trump made an executive order. It bounced around from court to court, all the way up to the Supreme Court, where the Supreme Court will give some kind of half-ass ruling on it, and it will either be sent over to Congress to make a federal law or be passed back down to the states to make a state law, removing birthright citizenship in this case. And we know that the Supreme Court will use anything to justify their ruling, like they did with Roe v. Wade when they used the words of a judge from the 1700s in England. How American is that?